Every year, thousands of people vanish. Some leave clues. Others are explained by accidents or crimes. But then, there are those who disappear in ways that defy explanation. No trace, no closure, just questions. Tonight, we're going to look at 3 such cases. An 8-year-old boy who went missing while searching for a Christmas tree. An Irish couple who never arrived at a funeral. And a woman who calmly walked into a Montana field, never to return. These are the stories of Derrick Engebretson, Conor and Sheila Dwyer, and Patricia Meehan. Imagine this. You're 8 years old, bundled up in your winter coat, trudging through a snowy Oregon forest with your family. It's Christmas season, and you're out searching for the perfect tree. You're only a few feet away from your dad and grandpa, but then, in a matter of minutes, you're gone. Completely gone. Forever. This is the haunting true story of Derrick Engebretson, a case filled with bizarre clues, chilling graffiti, and theories that will keep you up at night. It was December 5th, 1998, in the Winema National Forest, Oregon. 8-year-old Derrick was out with his father and grandfather, searching for a Christmas tree. The area was familiar to the family. Derrick knew the woods and had even been taught basic survival skills. At some point, Derrick wandered slightly ahead of the others. They thought nothing of it. But when they rounded a bend, Derrick was gone. Immediately, they began searching, calling his name, retracing their steps. Soon, local law enforcement and hundreds of volunteers joined the search. Footprints believed to be Derrick's were discovered, leading off the trail and circling in odd patterns. Some reports said the tracks showed he had stopped to make a snow angel. But then, a storm hit. Heavy snow buried evidence, erased trails, and made the search nearly impossible. For days, rescuers scoured the forest with dogs, helicopters, and snowmobiles. No sign of Derrick. Months later, something disturbing surfaced. In a public restroom not far from the search area, someone had scrawled graffiti on the wall, reading something like, "Derrick was here." Creepy coincidence? Or a cruel taunt from someone who knew more than they should? Adding to the strangeness, a convicted child predator in the area was later named a person of interest. Witnesses reported seeing a man trying to coax a boy into a vehicle that same day. But no charges were ever filed. And Derrick? Still missing to this day. A few theories as to what happened to Derrick. Number 1. He got lost and succumbed to the elements. A snowstorm hit quickly. Could Derrick have wandered off, become disoriented, and simply not survived the freezing night? Number 2. Abduction. Many believe Derrick was taken. The strange graffiti, the suspicious man in the area, and the lack of a body suggest foul play. Number 3. Something stranger? The odd looping footprints, the snow angel? Was Derrick playing? Or were those signs of disorientation? Maybe even something unexplained, like confusion caused by the environment. Now, here's where I want to hear from you. Do you think Derrick was the victim of foul play? Or was this just a tragic case of a child lost in the wilderness? What do you make of the graffiti? A real clue? Or just a cruel hoax? If a child predator really was involved, why was there never enough evidence to make an arrest? And the strangest one, why did Derrick's footprints seem to circle back on themselves instead of heading towards safety? Derrick's disappearance remains one of the most chilling, unsolved missing persons cases in the Pacific Northwest. A little boy out for a Christmas tree hunt with his family, and then nothing but questions, theories, and heartbreak. So, what do you think happened to Derrick Engebretson? Drop your theories in the comments. I'll be reading them. Picture this. It's 1991 in rural Ireland. A married couple in their 60s sets out to walk to a funeral in their small town of Fermoy, County Cork. They're familiar faces in the community, well-liked, and everyone expects to see them at the service. But Conor and Sheila Dwyer never arrive. Their car is missing. Their home is left untouched. And after more than 30 years, not a single trace has ever been found. This is the baffling story of Conor and Sheila Dwyer, one of Ireland's most enduring unsolved mysteries. On April 30th, 1991, Conor and Sheila left their home in Fermoy, planning to attend the funeral of a family friend. They were last seen walking toward their car, dressed appropriately for the occasion. But what should have been a short trip turned into something much darker. When they failed to show up at the funeral, neighbors grew concerned. Later that evening, their home was checked, but everything inside appeared normal. No signs of a struggle, no notes left behind. Just silence. What was more unsettling? The couple's car was gone too. Search efforts began almost immediately, scouring the roads between Fermoy and the funeral site. Helicopters, divers, and ground searches turned up nothing. Over the years, alleged sightings of the Dwyers popped up in various European countries, England, France, even Spain. Each time, hope sparked, and each time, it led nowhere. To this day, the case remains one of the strangest disappearances in Irish history. Here are some theories I came up with. Number 1, tragic accident. Some believe Conor and Sheila may have accidentally driven into a river or lake. Ireland has many narrow country roads and waterways nearby, but no wreckage has ever been found. Could an entire car really vanish without a trace? Number 2, voluntary disappearance. Another theory suggests the Dwyers chose to walk away from their lives. But why? By all accounts, they were happy, stable, and deeply connected to their community. What reason would they have to abandon everything they knew? Number 3, foul play. Were they targeted on the road? Perhaps they picked up the wrong hitchhiker or encountered someone they knew who betrayed them. But again, no evidence, no car, no remains, no witnesses. Number 4, something stranger. With no physical clues, some even speculate on more unusual possibilities, like the Dwyers being victims of an elaborate cover-up, or vanishing in a way we still don't understand. Now let me ask you, how does an entire couple and their car disappear without a single trace? If this was a car accident, why has the vehicle never been recovered in over 3 decades of searches? Do you think the sightings in other countries were real leads, or just mistaken identities? And here's the haunting one. Do you think Conor and Sheila left voluntarily, or were they taken? The disappearance of Conor and Sheila Dwyer continues to haunt Fermoy and Ireland as a whole. 2 people, loved by many, set out for a funeral and instead became part of a mystery that may never be solved. So, what's your theory? Let me know in the comments. I'm curious to see if any of you can spot a possibility that investigators might have missed. Imagine you're driving down a quiet Montana highway. The night is dark but calm. Ahead, you see 2 cars collide. Nothing fatal, just a minor crash. You expect the drivers to exchange information, maybe call for help. But instead, one of them steps out. A young woman. She doesn't speak. She doesn't check for injuries. She simply stares blankly, then turns and walks into the open prairie. She never comes back. This is the haunting story of Patricia Meehan, a disappearance so bizarre it sparked more than 5,000 alleged sightings, but never a single answer. It was April 20th, 1989, on Highway 200 near Circle, Montana. Patricia Meehan, age 37, was driving alone when she collided with another vehicle. Fortunately, no one was seriously hurt. Witnesses say Patricia climbed out of her car, appeared dazed, and then did something unforgettable. She quietly walked away, not toward help, not back to her car, but into the open field beside the highway. And then, nothing. When police arrived, they found Patricia's car abandoned. Inside were her purse, her ID, and her personal belongings. It was as if she had no intention of leaving her life behind. Yet she never returned to collect a single thing. In the weeks that followed, people reported seeing a woman matching Patricia's description across the country. In diners, bus stations, airports, and small towns. By the early 90s, more than 5,000 sightings had been logged. Some claimed she seemed disoriented. Others said she was quiet and kept to herself. But despite all of that, not one sighting ever led to Patricia. Here are a few chilling theories of what could have happened. Number 1, mental breakdown/dissociation. Patricia had been described as under stress before her disappearance. Some believe she experienced a psychological break and wandered into the field, unable to process reality. Did she survive somehow and start a new life? Or did she succumb to the elements that very night? Number 2, starting over. Another theory is that Patricia used the accident as a chance to disappear deliberately. With so many alleged sightings across the country, could she have been hiding in plain sight, choosing to live anonymously? Number 3, foul play after the walk. The most chilling possibility. What if someone picked her up after she left the field? A hitchhiker, a predator, or even someone she knew? Could Patricia have fallen victim to an encounter after walking away? Number 4, the stranger possibility. Witnesses at the crash said Patricia looked different, almost detached, like she wasn't fully there. Some theorists wonder if something about that night, shock, trauma, or something unexplainable, pulled her into a fate we still can't understand. Now I want to hear from you. Why do you think Patricia walked into that field? Was it confusion, choice, or something darker? With over 5,000 reported sightings, how is it possible not one led to her? Do you think those sightings were real or just mistaken identity? Do you believe Patricia is still alive somewhere, living a quiet life under a new name? Or did her walk into that field mark the end of her story? Patricia Meehan's disappearance remains one of the most unnerving mysteries in American history. One minute she was there, standing in the headlights of a Montana highway. The next, she was walking into the dark, swallowed by the night and by history itself. So what's your theory? Drop it in the comments below. I'll be featuring some of the most compelling answers in a future video. 3 cases, 3 disappearances, 3 lives erased from the everyday world without a trace. Derrick Engebretson, Conor and Sheila Dwyer, Patricia Meehan. Each of them walked into mystery and never came back. Which case chills you the most? Which theory do you believe? Accident, abduction, or something stranger? Share your thoughts in the comments. I'll be reading them, and maybe your theory will appear in a future episode. If you found these stories as haunting as I did, make sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell. More unsolved mysteries and strange disappearances are on the way.